What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We are down here, girl. I'm trying to get this lip do together. What is going on, everybody? We are down here, girl, 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 girl. Y'all are riding with me because I gotta run an errand. So y'all gonna ride with me. And I wanted to come down here because I was like, okay, this is gonna be the second video. I already did the DDG Hallie video, and so I came down here to talk about Tory Lanez. They said Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times. I don't believe that. I have to see proof. I don't believe it at all. And then today, a lawyer came out to say that the bodyguard or somebody said that Kelsey is the one who actually um, shot Megan.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by, girl. And I'm going to let you listen to this man say what he said. Okay, let's listen to this is from the shade room, okay? So this is from the shade room. All right, hold on a second.
Named Bradley James. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot.
So, what's next? What are they going to do next? I don't believe that he was stabbed. I don't believe that. I think it's the timing. I don't believe in that there's any coincidences happening here. We'll see. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. All I know is that I've done a lot of reading and researching, and I don't think you can find too many documented stories or instances or cases of a man taking the fall for a woman. In other words, meaning she did it and he takes the rap that he did it. I haven't heard or seen, maybe somebody can get down in the comments and let me know, when have we ever heard of a man? Now, I've heard plenty of stories of women taking the fall for men. I've heard plenty of stories, but I haven't heard I haven't heard of any stories, and maybe y'all can help me because of course I haven't read everything. You understand what I'm saying? So because I haven't read everything and haven't researched everything, something you may know out there. Everybody's, oh, free Tory, free Tory. Free him based on what? He had an actual opportunity to testify. And then somebody said, oh, then y'all would be calling him a snitch. Y'all would be calling him a snitch. So, in lieu of being called snitch, he would rather go down as a man who shot a woman, because that's better than being called a snitch. I don't believe he got shot. I heard that story. Y'all was in the comments talking about Tory Lanez got not shot, stabbed. Tory Lanez got stabbed. Tory Lanez got stabbed. Girl, okay. So what y'all want from the store? I'm going to the store. What y'all want? I don't care. Like I don't even care. I like stuff like that. I don't care, and I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that happened. I'd like to see evidence. Just like y'all don't believe he shot a gun and the bullets hit Megan Thee Stallion, or he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all would have been calling him a snitch. Y'all would have been calling him a snitch. What? There's so many comments talking about free Tory, free Tory. That's sad. And then in the other comments, they are talking about Haley. Like, I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I guess you just live and you learn, and I don't know. Everybody is living and learning. Everybody has to go through things, and we live in a victim blaming society. We live in a society where men abuse women frequently. Women and men abuse each other in relationships. There's another kid coming out saying that Hallie hit DDG, and see, this is where, okay, so if she hit DDG, then clearly they shouldn't be in a relationship with each other, right? She wants custody. They're saying she wants custody of the little baby, sole custody, because he said something about disappearing with the baby. I was like, see? Because now you have to deal with the legalities of this person using the child as a tool in a game with you. They don't give a fuck about the kid for real. That baby is just a tool. He's a good father, is he? A good father doesn't harm his offspring's life source, in my opinion. And the way that people relate to each other when they live with each other, when they're in relationships with each other, is always going to be the topic of discussion, because that's what we're all doing. We're all relating to each other in some form of fashion. And it's like, what are you going to put up with? What are you going to deal with? What are you going to do in an effort to try to avoid? You have to decide what kind of relationships do you want to be in. Oh my God, so much traffic. I need to hurry up and get over. You know? And you have to decide what relationship dynamic. Girl, what? Relationship dynamics do you want to be in with these people? And you just have to make that decision. Some of these relationships are unavoidable. Some of them are avoidable. But then do you walk through life avoiding people to avoid relationships? Or do you set your standards so extremely high that the amount of people that you are in relationship with is very small, and you're not in relationships? And when we talk about relationships, I'm talking about all relationships, parents, siblings, relatives, work, yourself, intimate, romantic, platonic, all the relationship dynamics, all of them, we have to evaluate which ones work for us and which ones don't. And then the ones that don't, we reevaluate the priority and the importance of the relationship, and then you move a motherfucker around. But this thing where we normalize and excuse bad behavior over and over and over again, like Brandi Maxill being cheated on 50 that doesn't even make sense. And the fact that you're still in relationship in what you believe is a monogamous relationship, and the person has cheated on you 50 times. For you to even fix your mouth as if you're in a monogamous relationship tells me there's something else going on there. Something is not right, because why are you saying that you're in a monogamous relationship? Why are you even saying he's cheated on you? It's clear that you are not in a monogamous relationship. He's not cheating on you. You're in a relationship with this man. It's not monogamous. So whatever he does with another woman is not cheating. You're not, and then that's why they continue and get worse, because nobody leaves them. Nobody leaves them. Nobody believes the previous person. You don't listen, and it's like, all you could do is say, here are the warnings. Don't do this. Put your standards high enough so that you don't come in contact with this type of person. But that's unavoidable, because like somebody on Twitter was like, they posted a picture of the Valley with, Brittany, Jax, Kristen, and all of them. James, what's his name? Jesse and Michelle and Danny and Nia. This show is so ghetto. No, it's not ghetto. This show is a glimpse of the average American heterosexual woman in a relationship with the average American heterosexual man. That's what the Valley shows. It's not ghetto. These are how these relationships are looking. From DDG and Hallie to Britt and Jax. This is how these relationships look. The men are jealous. They're insecure. They have a false sense of self, an inflated sense of self, but it's like a false sense of self because they're grossly insecure. They want to ruin the women they're in relationships with and control them and ruin them at the same time. Diabolical. That's something we should always speak against. We should always speak against those type of relationship dynamics. Girls to women should know that that's not normal. This is not something that you should be going through. And if you're starting to go through this with a man, then you need to reevaluate the relationship and exit with a woman, whoever, with the person you're in a relationship with. Whoever. They're trying to extend this freeway. I'm supposed to be at my appointment in 3 minutes. 1 minute, actually. 1 minute. Well, it's only going to take me like 15 minutes to do what I need to do, so I'm not going to be like too far behind my appointment. It's fine. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, that's just it. It's just, we are going to continue to talk about the things. I'm trying to think. My son has an orthodontics appointment. Orthodontics appointment. And we usually go to lunch after. And so I'm trying to figure out where we're going to go. Probably to this little cafe that we go to for breakfast sometimes. We haven't been there for lunch, so we'll probably go there. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm just, your big cousin. Some of y'all call me auntie. But I'm just, all I can just say is, I don't know. Choose yourself. Be mindful, and then like being so in tune with yourself. That's why the self work is important, so that you can be in tune and aware that when something is off, your body and everything around you responds to the an energy that isn't in harmony with your energy and the frequency that you're on. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not in tune with yourself, somebody comes in and is trying to fuck up the frequency, you're not going to be aware of that. And then all of a sudden, the stuff is going to start sounding like static, and you're going to be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Right? So that's why it's so important to be in tune with yourself. Focus on yourself. You should be the priority, because when something comes into your space, then you can feel, oh, the energy, it has changed. Oh, I feel this way. Oh, I'm actually having a physiological response to somebody. That's real. And you have to be mindful. How come every time y'all about to have sex, something happens? What's going on? What is the body trying to tell you? Listen to yourself. That's why it's important. And, all of us have different ways on expressing ourselves and how we speak to women who need to be, I'm a shake your shoulders type of approach. I'm shaking your shoulders. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's urgent. And to me, I look at, as old as I am, as seasoned, as seasoned as I am, I feel like, ooh, I got out in time. I got out of that shit in time to like live a better life free of all of that foolishness, right? For me, I feel like it's the younger and younger that you can tap into that consciousness, where the girls are like, oh, okay, so I need to focus on myself so that I can be aware enough to know when something is in my energy field that is off. All right, I know that. Now I'm going to try and be in relationships with these people. And then when something is wrong and something is off, you listen to your gut. You are mindful of the subtle energy changes in your life when someone is in your life that shouldn't be in your life, right? That's why it's important. When you're outside of yourself, focus on everything outside of yourself, that's how the people infiltrate your energy. And then now you're in some weird ass relationship with somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, I'm at my destination. Oh, this house is for sale. I'm going to see how much it is. All right, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.